This movie showed us what fame really cost. In American Satan, a band signs a deal that changes their lives forever. They get the money, the fame, and all that comes with it. But like many people, they fail to read the fine print. That deal comes with hidden terms most would never agree with. To keep the world, they must first pay the ultimate price. This is one of the movies that puts it all on the table. And in this analysis, we try to understand exactly what this film was trying to tell us. By the end of this video, you might just never see the industry the same again. In American Satan, a band named the Relentless moves to LA to chase their dreams of becoming rock stars. While walking into a store, they encounter a homeless man who gives them an ominous warning. He tells them to rely on feeling more than perception. After leaving the store, they encounter another strange man named Mr. Capricorn. An important detail to remember is that Mr. Capricorn arrives in a truck with the word Hollywood written on it. Keep this in mind, because it makes a lot more sense later as we go through the video. Strangely, Mr. Capricorn has never met these guys, but he automatically knows the band members. He knows they just moved to the town to chase their dreams. The strange man also mentions the Bible verse John 7:24, which reads, "Do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment." The band has no idea what he is referring to, so they brush him off and keep pushing. The very next day, the band gets lucky and lands their first gig at an underground venue. This is where everything starts to take a strange turn. Right after leaving the venue, they run into Mr. Capricorn again, who is now pretending to be a homeless man. He tells the band that he has a lot of powerful connections and to make sure his name is on the guest list for their upcoming performance. When the day finally comes, the band shows up on stage, but the venue is completely empty. They leave the venue in disappointment and have yet another encounter with Mr. Capricorn. This time, he is wearing a fancy suit and driving an expensive luxury car. Tired of being harassed, the band finally confronts him and questions why he keeps following them around. This is when Mr. Capricorn finally reveals who he really is, declaring himself to be the literal devil. He invites the band to a bar for drinks. While walking to their table, the band once again runs into the strange man from the store who warned them earlier. This time, he is a waiter and tells them that not everything that glitters is gold. When the band sits down, Mr. Capricorn begins to tell them something they refuse to believe. He claims he is the one who makes all the stars, and if you want to make it big, you need him on your side. He tells the guys that he uses celebrities to influence the masses into adopting his ways. He brings up the many deals he signed sitting at that table.
Pop stars, they're the ones who influence the masses. We're just a rock band.
Pop star. Anyway, I've got most of them.
Thank you.
See, Empire State of Mind. I love that lyric. Just can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. And then his little protege, yay. You know, I put him on the front of Rolling Stone magazine with a crown of thorns on his head. You guys, you're so loyal to me. You wear me on your sleeve. But your fans are dangerous, and your fans are full of passion.
Something that is quite interesting is that in this scene, Mr. Capricorn actually name drops massive real-world artists, claiming he helped them get to the top. When the band finally believes him, he makes an offer that changes everything. He promises to make them international superstars, but at a seriously dark price. He wants the band to participate in a sacred ceremony where they will make a live offering to him. Shocked by the proposal, the band refuses, but Mr. Capricorn tells the lead singer that it's either a random person or his mother. Johnny instantly calls his mother, and she reveals she was diagnosed with cancer. This convinces the group to go through with the ceremony. The band then grabs a guy from the parking lot who had been causing them problems. They throw him in the van, tie him up, and take him to an empty area. They then lock him inside the van and proceed to set it on fire. At the last minute, the lead singer backs out and unlocks the van, setting him free. But the guy runs into a live fence and is taken out when he tries to climb it. Regardless, Mr. Capricorn takes this as the offering and seals the deal. The next day, the head of a powerful record label calls their phone and offers them a meeting. The big shot executive gives them a record deal right on the spot, and they quickly sign. Then they're instantly thrown into a big-time recording studio, and they start working on an album called American Satan. Their first song instantly takes off, and the band immediately goes on a massive tour. At these shows, they start using dark imagery and singing songs about their deal with Mr. Capricorn to show their alliance. Just like that, the band was on top of the world. But right when they thought they got what they wanted, They started seeing what was hidden in the fine print. With all that success, the darkness followed. The bigger the band got, the more controversy they got into. Not only were they negatively influencing their fans and turning them angry and bitter, but death started to follow the band too. Those around them started dropping like flies. The lead singer ends up in a bar fight where someone ends up dying. He is arrested and faces serious charges, but Mr. Capricorn fixes everything. He gets him off by rigging the jury and allowing him to walk on self-defense. But this also comes at a hidden price. For this help, he takes another life as collateral. This time it was the band's manager, who interestingly passed after using too many substances. I found this part especially interesting because of how many stars succumb to their substance issues. I think this movie was directly referring to that phenomenon. In the movie, the whole bar fight situation inspires fans to violently stand up to their bullies, leading to many deadly situations. The band causes another death when they take a mom and daughter duo onto the tour bus. When the father finds out, he cannot live with the news. Mr. Capricorn was using them to claim lives. Everything he did for the band came at a dark price, and things were about to escalate. Eventually, Mr. Capricorn tells the band that to become legends, they must take things further. He demands that the band do what he calls the onstage ritual, where they commit a ceremonial offering live during a performance. But the members, tired of all the darkness, refuse as they don't want to hurt anyone else. But Mr. Capricorn doesn't take no for an answer, and he reminds them who's in control. This movie is entirely influenced by the legendary folklore that has been tied to the music industry since the very beginning. The idea that the biggest icons sign ultimate deals for fame and success and are used by a greater power to influence the masses. One thing I found special about this movie is that the lead actor is an actual real rock star named Andrew Dennis Bursack. His real-life music persona seems to perfectly match his on-screen character, and his music reflects these same dark themes. I found this extremely interesting because we see this exact same story in many music videos and song lyrics. It does not matter what genre you look at, rock, hip-hop, or pop. For example, in Snoop Dogg's Murder Was the Case music video, the story plays out almost identical to the plot of this movie. In that music video, Snoop Dogg ends up getting shot and is rushed to the hospital. While in the hospital bed, a crow flies into the room and morphs into an ominous, creepy-looking man. Obviously, he was meant to represent the same force Mr. Capricorn represented in this movie. The strange man waves his hands over Snoop Dogg's eyes and shows him everything he could give him: the lucrative rap deal, the huge money, and the lifestyle he dreams of. After he accepts the deal, his dreams become reality. Something else that is quite coincidental is that Snoop released this video while he was fighting a highly publicized real-world legal case. He was initially blamed for an incident, but was eventually cleared after his bodyguard was found responsible. I bring this up because the music video uses his real-world situation to tell a story that is very similar to what happened to the lead singer when he was arrested in the film. You don't have to look far from Snoop Dogg to find another example of this story in music videos. Dr. Dre himself is featured in a song and music video called Puppet Master, where he and B-Real pretend to be the kings and generals of the underworld. In the video, they literally show themselves controlling artists. Eminem, one of the biggest rappers to ever do it, also tells the same story in his songs. Tracks like Say Goodbye to Hollywood and especially My Darling, where he has a whole conversation with an entity. A$AP Rocky's music video What's Up is another great example too. In that music video, he also tells the same story. He starts that video by performing a dark ceremony inside of a symbol. Then he could be seen living the rapper dream life. The video ends with him waking up out of a dream, like he was being shown a vision like they did with Snoop Dogg. The Weeknd is another artist who tells the same story in his videos. In I Can't Feel My Face, The Weeknd is shown performing on stage to an uninterested crowd. He is singing his heart out, but nobody cares. Out of nowhere, a mysterious man walks into the room. He sits down and starts watching The Weeknd. Suddenly, he throws a lighter at him and The Weeknd engulfs in flames. Instantly, the crowd loves him and they're all cheering. Here is where the music video seems to directly reflect American Satan. His follow-up video, Tell Your Friends, connects directly to I Can't Feel My Face. In that video, we see The Weeknd burying himself before walking away as a star. The story in these music videos matches this movie perfectly. It's not just hip-hop and pop either. It could also be found in Latin music. A popular Latin artist dropped a music video that seemed to follow this exact same story. This time, He makes a birthday wish to make it big. Out of nowhere, a man randomly delivers him a pair of sneakers. When signing for the sneakers, he unknowingly signs a contract that interestingly enough has an invoice number ending in 6. When he puts the shoes on, they glow, and he is instantly transformed into a star. While he gets a big bag of money, he then starts seeing people as dark entities. This is the exact same story scattered throughout many of the biggest artists' lyrics and videos. All this movie did was take this legend and depict it literally. Since the beginning of the film, they have been showing us this battle between good and evil. When the band arrives in LA and goes into the store, they encounter two angels on opposite sides. They meet Mr. Capricorn, and they also meet the old man. That old man is eventually revealed as an angel who is trying to warn them. They were showing us the internal battle between good and evil through this scene, showing how at every moment you are faced with this decision. Now, remember when Mr. Capricorn came driving in when they first met him? He was in a van with the word Hollywood written on it. This was foreshadowing exactly what he was offering them. He could give them the keys to the industry, but at a cost. And this was the first temptation. Once they took the deal, Mr. Capricorn gave them fame just as he promised, but it was only to use them. He put them on a massive stage only so that he can put his symbols behind them. He granted them influence so he can use them for his agenda. At the end, while the artists had everything, they had nothing at the same time because they didn't have their souls. Darkness had consumed them entirely. They lost members of the group, they were consumed by substances, and death followed them everywhere they went. The movie depicts this all perfectly. Like the angel said in the restaurant, everything that glitters isn't gold. While the bright lights and fame seemed like something they wanted, when they actually got in and they saw the truth behind it, they realized the old man was right. I believe this movie illustrates this idea perfectly. Hollywood loves depicting this story. In fact, another movie that does a great job with this same story is Jennifer's Body. While most people know it as the movie where Megan Fox turns into a succubus and eats all the boys in her school, the movie is actually about the exact same story we see in American Satan. Jennifer's Body follows two friends who go to a bar to listen to an unknown band perform. While there, Jennifer becomes enamored by the lead singer and she can't stop staring at him. While performing, the bar erupts in flames and everyone struggles to get out. But when the girls finally make it outside, the band is waiting for them there. They invite Jennifer to hang out with them. She goes into their van, and what happens next is exactly what we see in American Satan. The band begins to prep her to use her as a ceremonial offering. Because the band assumed she was a virgin, they thought she was a pure offering. Because she actually wasn't, the ritual failed, and she turned into the monster we saw. There is so much more I can talk about when it comes to Jennifer's Body. This is a movie I think would be great for me to cover. If that is something you want to see, comment Jennifer's Body below, and if enough of you are interested, I will make sure that's the very next video. Jennifer's Body told the same story as American Satan. It is so interesting to see this story across so many movies, shows, and music videos. We can only wonder why this story is one they love to tell so much. What do you think it is? Are they trying to tell us something through these movies? Just the other day, I covered the movie They Will Kill You, and again, it told the same story. In that movie, powerful people make a deal with this pig entity who grants them immortality and endless riches. The only catch is, they must serve him with fresh offerings. This movie is just like American Satan, but it brings us a different perspective. If you want to see that breakdown, watch this video right now. And if you want to further support the channel, join me on Patreon. Lately, things have been a bit sketchy on here. A lot of my videos seem to not make it onto the feeds of my subscribers, and other times, my videos are missing the hype feature. I already discovered that it's because of certain topics I cover, and this is why Patreon is important. Becoming a member is the best way to support the channel, get exclusive videos, and make sure you actually see every video I post. I actually just announced my member goal. Once I meet this member goal, I will make all my exclusive videos free for everyone. So if you want to further support the channel and help me meet this goal, join me on Patreon. The link would be in the description or in the comment section. Another way to support the channel is by liking this video and hyping it. Your hype gets this video to as many people as possible. Another good way to make sure you see every video I drop is to subscribe with the notification bell on. This way they have to notify you when I post. Well, that's it for this one. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.